Now, okay, so hi. We are in an undisclosed location,
facility
situation, and these lights are bright. It's hot. But anyways, we are here for another episode of Let's Switch Gears. And this episode, I have my friend, my chica, my amiga, friends for life, KINSHASA.
Hey y'all.
Yay!
Hey y'all.
And this is gonna be a chill episode because
vibing.
it's a Monday. It's raining.
It's ugly. And
It's
cold.
very ugly. It's very cold.
I'm just confused about this weather sometimes.
And we were just saying that yesterday it was so hot.
I don't get it.
And now it's freezing. But these lights make up for the heat. Anyways, so how was your weekend? How was your it was just Mother's Day. How was your Mother's Day weekend?
It was good. We had to go to a baby dedication. So I went to church for the first time in like...
What is a baby dedication?
Christening.
Oh, okay.
I have not been to church in like a decade. Like inside of a church.
Wait. Inside? I've been inside of a church.
No.
But like to church, no.
I think maybe if I've been to a wedding. I don't even know if I've been to... No. I literally was telling my sister yesterday. I was like, that was the first time I've been inside of a church in like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, is it weird? I was like, no. I'm just like, okay, I'm here.
I feel like if I were to actually go to a church service, it would be weird. Because I haven't been back in so long.
I think it was like the type of church that I was at was not like one of those.
It wasn't like a church service.
It didn't feel like a churchy.
Oh, okay. It was like a cool church.
It was a cool church. Okay. So I didn't mind. I was like, okay, I'm here. And it was short service because I don't know. Some people like to spend all the entire Sunday in church. I cannot do that. 30 minutes, praise and worship, 10 minutes, 30-minute sermon. Let's get out of there.
That's generous.
Let's wrap it up.
That's very generous. Wow.
But well, yeah. And then we were just at the house, family came over, dinner and such. And I went to concert.
Yes. So tell us about the concert you went to.
So I went to see Odumodu Black.
Ooh. You got some names on you.
Yes, sure do. A Nigerian artist. It was supposed to be him and Shally Poppy.
Oh yeah. So what happened?
But apparently his visa got denied.
I heard that.
So he couldn't. I went on my wallet to see the ticket, so I got a ticket, and they literally took his name off the bill. Like it updated and just had Odumodu Black. So I guess he's not going to be on any of the North American tour dates.
That is so trifling.
I think so.
And unprofessional, because why you didn't get that in order before?
Why didn't you before you announce this major tour? Because it is a major tour for the both of them, like their first North American tour. Why we don't got it in order?
You got money, so you can expedite this whole process if you really want
to. Well, you can expedite it, but
the visa process?
He can't get the visa. He got
denied. Got a record?
Allegedly, some fraudster allegations in the past, allegedly.
Well, hold on now, because if Simon
Simon
could get here,
well, he got here, but you see, he can't get his citizenship. So yeah, America
is weird.
Because everybody. I mean, that's what I said. I'm like, let the people come. Like, he's an artist. Let him come and do his performances. Like, he's not coming here to do nothing crazy. But is. But the concert was still fun. I really went there for Odumodu Black, so I got what I needed out of it. But it was a good little. I think he ended up extending like his set because like he started late, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But it was a good concert nonetheless. I had fun. So, but yeah. And what else did I do this weekend? What did I do Saturday? Nothing.
Yeah.
Because after Friday night,
Friday night was a lot.
And no, can't do
it was
that.
A lot on my body. It was a lot on my stomach. I told you about how I threw up out the Uber, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm really blessed that I had an older Black woman who was very understanding.
Yeah, because it
could have went way left.
It could have went any way. Unless on the side of the highway, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, Friday night. I don't know if it was the edible. I don't know if it was the Jello shots.
I think that's what it was.
I think it was too.
I think it was definitely Jello shots because everybody else was fine.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm the problem?
I think you are the problem, and I really think the Jello shots, and I don't know why. I tasted that Jello shot, and I said, "Oh, this is not."
I think it was vodka.
It was definitely vodka.
But that's not mixing if you do vodka and tequila.
It's not mixing, but whatever type of vodka they used in that Jello shot, it could have been like Taka vodka, like $4 vodka or something. I don't know. Yeah. Wells. It was probably a Wells vodka.
Yeah, it was probably a Wells vodka.
So it probably didn't.
For them to be giving it out, it had to be cheap.
It had to be cheap. That's what I'm saying. They was giving it to us for free. It was for free. It was not no Tito's.
Girl. Yeah. So the first topic, this is in no particular order. We have a couple things we want to talk about.
Let's get to the things, honey.
I don't know. You want to talk about the obvious? You want to talk about Kendrick and Drake?
We can talk about it.
Okay.
We really can talk about it, honestly, because freaky ass nigga need to stay that side. I mean, it's been stuck in my head. It's on rotate. I think I've listened to that song. I listen to it at least 10 times a day.
That's wow.
Yeah. No, I started.
I think I'm maybe 15 to 20.
Before it ends, I don't even let it. I just like let's run it back.
Pull up.
Let's run it back because I mean,
it's that good.
It's just that good.
And you know what I think is interesting? Somebody brought up the fact that why doesn't all Kendrick's songs sound like this? And they're like, if Kendrick is capable of making a hit, then why doesn't he make more hits? And I'm like, I don't think he wants to.
I don't think he cares. Yeah. He intentionally did this. Because niggas was like, oh, it's not a banger. He don't make no bangers.
He gonna give us poetry,
he don't make no and jazz and shit.
And he did initially.
And he did in the beginning. But because niggas was trying him, he was just like, oh, you think I can't do that?
Sometimes you gotta pop out
Let me show you.
Niggas.
Like I could actually do this. Yeah. So I choose not to do it. And also to say Kendrick doesn't have any like bangers is kind of crazy.
No, Kendrick has bops.
He may
not have like stuff like Not Like Us, like he may not have a lot of club bangers.
Yeah, but he got
bops.
Definitely.
Humble was a bop.
Definitely.
Money Trees is a bop.
Money Trees is a bop. What's it?
Mad City.
Mad City? Are you kidding me?
Mad City goes crazy.
When Mad City came out in a party?
Ooh, that was like high school. That was high school for me.
It was like
probably college.
College. It was my freshman year of college, I think. And when I mean, to say that Kendrick doesn't have bops, because like. I'm like, you guys, this is a rap beef.
Yeah.
Like we're here to hear bars. We're not here to shake ass.
Mm-hmm.
Though
that would be nice.
That's nice.
We could do that too.
But we're here to
it's all about lyricism. I said it's all about lyricism 100%. And strategy.
100%.
Two things that Kendrick is really good at.
Yep.
And while Drake is good at those things, he's just not as good as Kendrick.
Is he that great lyrically?
Lyrically,
I mean, he's fine, I guess.
I mean, like he
can put out a good song.
Is he like a lyrical miracle, a spherical? He's not like common or nothing. No. But I think his emotional vulnerability makes him very and that's why I'm like, relatable.
Let's stick to the melodic.
Yeah.
Why are we doing the tough guy thing? Like you are literally not from the streets.
Yeah.
Whether you are a Jewish man from Canada that grew up with like hella privilege and you were already like an actor, like famous actor when you were like, you are not, there's no struggle in your story.
No.
And I would like for Drake to put the hood persona down.
Away.
I would like
whoever he stole it from, he need to give it back.
Well, we know who he
stole it. It's a couple people he could have stolen from.
I mean, Kendrick's
it's a couple people he could have taken it from.
It's a couple people he definitely took it from. Put the hood persona down.
Yeah,
we want to hear you cry about your bitches. Like
I love that. Drake is at his best when he is making people cry.
Take Care is a phenomenal body of work.
Literally.
It's a phenomenal body of work. I love that album. I just wish he would just stay in his lane.
I do too.
And like
I don't really know. I don't know. It's like it's kind of like like when teenagers when they get to that like 14, 15 and the hormones start kicking in and they start becoming rebellious and they're trying to figure out who they are. That's what Drake has been. He's been in his puberty stage for like the past 5 years.
And it's babe,
and puberty don't even last that long in real life. So like I need you to figure out who you are.
Who are you?
So we can move on.
You have an identity crisis. Like
you
don't know who
you are. He's not even 40 yet.
And you're not even 40. Why do you have an identity crisis? One day you're Jamaican, one day you're African,
one day you're British. Next day you from Houston. Next day you from Atlanta.
Like, who are you?
You don't know who you are.
At least like most rappers, you're like, okay, Kendrick is obviously from LA.
Right.
He has a very LA sound.
He is LA down.
He's LA down, right?
He can dabble in other stuff, but we know his core is LA. His
core is, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And most rappers have that. Like,
they have a core. They have a foundation.
They have a foundation.
They have a, this is where I come from.
Exactly. This is who I am. I mean, even J. Cole, Dreamville Fest being in
North Carolina
every
exactly.
Year, like, he know that's where he's from.
Well, Drake had OVO Fest.
He had OVO Fest. But like, you confuse the people.
Yeah, you do confuse the people. Because where has OVO Fest been?
It's Canada.
But where has it been?
Isn't it every year?
When was the last one?
That's actually true. Was there OVO Fest last year?
I
actually don't remember.
I'm like, that's how forgettable it is.
Like, I really don't remember if there was an OVO Fest.
Let me see.
I'm trying to remember when the last time I've heard like commotion over OVO Fest, and I think it was like when Popcorn was there or something like that.
It was when Rihanna was there. It was after Views, and when they had their little fling. Oh God, that's another thing.
And let's even talk about this man's unhealthy obsession with that woman.
I get it, because I'm obsessed too.
No, I get it, but like, also it's
unhealthy.
It's unhealthy. Like,
the last OVO Fest was 2019, Drake.
Okay, so pandemic.
You're a flop.
You didn't even.
You are a flop.
You didn't even keep it up.
That was before the pandemic, so you didn't even have the pandemic excuse.
Maybe he just said fuck it. He started focusing on other things like being British or something.
I mean, personally, I said the only thing that would make this beef, like, it would be the cherry on top. If we could just get a I'll even settle for a 5-second clip of her and ASAP dancing along to Not Like Us. Like, just
that would actually put him in the grave.
Oh my God.
Like, that would actually ruin his life.
That would really ruin his life.
That would ruin him.
Yeah.
He would not. Wow, we would really see him crash out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that would be a crash out moment.
It would. Honestly. I mean, I get it. She's Rihanna, but
you gotta let it go. At some
point, you gotta move on. Yeah, you gotta move on.
I mean, she
is a family woman. She has a whole family. And Drake, you also got a family too. So, it's time to
listen.
Yeah, I don't know. So, I don't know. Kendrick said that Drake is a deadbeat. I don't know though.
But that's the thing. I don't know.
I would be shocked if he was. I thought he was always with his kid. It seemed like he always be with his kid.
I don't know.
I mean,
we obviously only see when he posts it.
Yeah.
So it could literally just be like, I'm with my kids, so I'm gonna post it. So y'all think that I actually a part of like I'm not a deadbeat dad. But who knows? Maybe maybe Adonis has a good dad. Maybe
he doesn't.
Maybe he doesn't. And we see how he treated his baby mother. So if that's a reflection of what the situation, then I'm like, okay, well, I could believe it because low-key was trying to play this lady.
No, he really hated her. Like, if you listen to how he was talking about her on Scorpion,
it's very strange.
He really hated this woman.
Why do you hate a woman that
because he was really so convinced that was not his kid.
Oh, that is absolutely your child. Adonis is Drake's child.
And then when we saw it, I'll never forget the day when we finally saw a picture of Adonis.
Oh wow, this is actually Drake's child. Like, you were really trying to hide that child.
That was Sandy's child.
That is Sandra's child. That is Sandra's child. Okay.
Well, I mean, obviously, who do you think won?
I mean, is that even a question? I feel like, are we really?
There are people that really.
Well, those people are delusional, to be very honest. I mean, it's not, even if you are the biggest Drake fan in the world, you cannot deny that Kendrick did not actually annihilate that man. Yeah. Like, he and he warned him, and he told him, "Don't try me. I'm just leave it alone. Just leave it alone." But you see, this is what happens. Why are you going back and forth with a Pulitzer Prize fucking award winner? This man literally can write.
Yeah. He literally the only rapper with a Pulitzer Prize.
The only one. Like, this man is actually he's a writer. He's not just making music.
I think Drake was counting on it being boring.
I also think that.
I think he thought people would be uninterested in what Kendrick had to say.
It's so funny to me that you think that you're so great, that you're so big, that no one could
that people would like look at Kendrick and just turn
be like, first of all, it's Kendrick we're talking about. Like, let's not play this man. Yeah, he doesn't put out music every fucking 5 seconds. Yeah, he's not in the media. He's not a media darling. Like, he's not. But he's absolutely one of the best rappers,
biggest rappers
of our time.
Yeah, of our generation.
So,
literally.
I'm sorry, Drake, but you definitely took that. You just got to.
I think he definitely overestimated himself.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the fact that he put that song out and then Drake, not even 30 minutes. I mean, Kendrick, within 45 minutes. Put out another song.
This
is how you know there's a fucking leak in the camp. He told you got a leak in the camp.
That's why I feel like there is either a mole and he heard these songs already and he had them in his back pocket, or he's just really that good. He could just really be that good and just wrote that shit in 10 minutes and recorded it and put
I just feel like there's definitely a mole.
But I do think there's a mole.
For him to say that and he intentionally dropped that song right after Drake dropped it. To prove his point, that there's definitely a mole in your camp.
know more than you think I do.
I know more than you think I do.
Drake be hanging around a lot of people.
He does.
So there's no way of really knowing if everybody is on.
There's no way of knowing.
There's no way.
Also, side note, I was just looking at something the other day. What's this? What's that girl's name? That white girl, that Bobby girl.
Yeah, the. Yeah.
Did you see it, Little Yachty? That clip of Little Yachty saying that you could say that, like.
Okay.
Oh, you never said the N-word before? So you Mexican? You
so they've done a. She's interviewed him before.
Yes, but I think this is like a recent. This one.
It's a new one. Okay.
And I said,
"Oh, that's what he told her."
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, that's a white lady."
I mean, but think about it. He also got a white lady on his label.
Who's the white lady on?
Caribou.
Oh, okay.
You know, he has a thing for white women.
Oh yeah, he definitely
baby mama white.
He got a baby mama. He got a kid. You see, this is how you know I don't fucking pay attention to Lil Yachty, because I literally did not know this man had a child. It's
the simple fact that he doesn't even talk about his kid. So that's why no one knows he has a kid.
Wait, this man has a child?
The only reason I know is because he had it with this girl who used to be very. She's an influencer basically, okay. But she used to be. I knew her from Tumblr. She used to be Tumblr famous.
Tumblr girl. Okay.
And she was one of like the influencer girls in New York. And
wait,
you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
She used to hang out with Justine Scott and all of them?
Yes. She's Dominican.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I probably know who you I'm sure I know.
So. She be making the clothes. She makes clothes and like bikinis and cover-ups. You've seen her before.
I'm sure I have. If she was in that little New York Tumblr
she was in the whole
New York crowd. Sure I know. I'm sure I know who it is.
And yeah, they had a baby. And the only reason I know is because I'm familiar with her, but also she posts her daughter often. And you know, you don't have to post your kid, but he doesn't even talk about the kid.
Non-existent.
So
that's weird. I think as a public figure, I think it's weird when you don't talk about your kid at all. Like, what do you?
Because it makes me feel like you're not
involved.
You're not involved,
and you're not proud of having a child,
right? Because parents that are proud of being parents,
you gonna see their kid.
You gonna see them, or they're gonna talk your ear off about them.
Yeah. That's actually true. Even Beyonce, who's like the most private fucking person in the world, shared her children.
She loves talking about her kids.
She loves talking about them.
Loves talking about her kids.
Listen, I see them kids so much.
Yeah,
we see them kids so much.
We see them so much.
Yeah.
So I just kind of look at anybody sideways. That's and it's your first kid.
And it's your only one.
It's your only one. Why aren't you talking about your only child?
Weird. But yeah, obviously he's friends with Drake, so that makes a lot. They're in alignment.
You know, I mean, how are you going to take care of a kid if you just sitting around the road with Drake? I guess. Not surprised that he told a white woman she could say the N-word. It's very on brand for him.
It just was just like, are you
stupid?
Stupid? Yeah. No, and it's actually you are stupid.
Yeah.
Because even when I see clips of, I don't watch his show or whatever, but like even when I see little clips, I think he even has Sexy Red on there, and like. On his I don't
watch it either.
Yeah, he's had a couple people on there, and it just was like, what are you asking people? You don't even. These are some of the dumbest questions ever. And not only are they
He's
dumb,
just like me. Because we're not talking about shit.
We're not talking about shit right now, but like still, it's just like,
okay. No. I feel like if you're gonna
like
interview,
dense.
I understand.
It's like dense.
Yes, it's just shallow.
Dense. Yes, it's shallow. Yeah. And I'm just like, I understand it's supposed to be fun, but then be fun. Like, don't ask certain questions and then like make light of things when it's just weird. I don't know. Yeah. This is a weird. It just, you know.
Wait, was that the podcast Sexy went on and she was talking about her sexual assault incident?
Yes, that is
and
it.
They was laughing about it.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yes. I remember that.
And I was like, weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
weird.
And I get it. Sexy is,
I mean, she's provocative.
I get it.
But like, doesn't mean anything.
But regardless of her personality, like, somebody tells you something like that, you should be a little sensitive towards it.
Like, hello, empathy.
Have some cool.
have something about you.
Just cracking a joke, like, just, do you have any form of fucking intelligence?
None. Zero. It's rocks up there. You know that.
Rocks is, girl, pebbles. Pebbles, if that.
Child.
And that's probably also why I don't resonate with any of his music.
Yeah.
He has nothing to say.
He has nothing to say. Do I really even know? I feel like any Lil Yachty song I know is a feature.
No. In my holster. That's a bop. You know that song. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a bop.
The thing about it is I don't really know.
I don't know anything outside
anything
that either.
Else.
That's really the only Yachty song I really know.
I don't know anything else. He doesn't. No. Yeah, I don't know anything else.
I'm not familiar with his catalog.
I don't resonate. It's like it wants to give.
I think initially when he came on the scene, it was giving very like alternative hip hop.
Yes.
I think that's what he was aiming for. 0 out of 10. Don't recommend. Oh, did you see Childish Gambino dropped a new album?
No.
Do you listen to Childish Gambino?
I haven't, and not since
2005.
Not since what's the good album that you put out with Redbone on it? That's
Awaken My Love.
Yeah, like that's probably the last like project I listened to from Childish. He's another one that I can't really get into. I can't really get into him as a person. Like
when he gets in his TV.
That's what I'm saying. His TV film bag is his thing.
Like that.
I'm not really. I liked his music back in the day, but I don't think I didn't keep up with him in that way. And then also he's another one that gives me black girls didn't like me. So
no, but he literally said that.
Like, yes,
he said that.
That's why I don't care for. Yeah. That's what it is. I knew it was something. I just couldn't remember exactly what. But it's one of those. It's one of those like. Oh, I was a nerd. I was a dork, and black women like thugs, and
you know who and that just reminds me. Another male black celebrity.
Jaleel fucking White, Steve Urkel from Family Matters had the motherfucking audacity to get on Beyonce's internet and complain about black women liking thugs
and rappers and athletes.
You know,
and if you're none of those things, then you have a chance with them.
It's so interesting to me. Like, are those the only fucking career options that like black men have?
And also,
are they just either? What do you mean?
I understand it's easier to date people that are in your industry or peers, but there are regular non-famous black women that date regular non-famous men, and they don't play any sport at all. They are not in anybody's studio bullshitting.
Baby,
they are not.
Where black people, and we say black women aren't just one-dimensional. Black men are also not one-dimensional. They're not one-dimensional.
I talk my shit. Y'all piss me off.
But
black men are so much more than just.
Male friends that
do so many things.
Different. They like different things.
Engineers, accountants, animation. They do so
They do
many
all the
things.
Like, and they like fucking anime and quote unquote dorky shit,
and they date black women,
so do not give me the woe is me, black girls didn't like me when I was growing up because I was a nerd and blah blah blah.
No, black girls didn't like you growing
because
up
you're corny.
Because you're corny. Your breath probably fucking stink, and that might be it. Oh yeah,
and you probably didn't have no swag.
Probably didn't know how to carry a conversation. There are so many things that could be wrong with you. I promise.
Other than you being a nerd.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with
what
your
does that even mean? What is
anything.
Even a nerd? I don't. Okay,
nerd is subjective.
Grown ass fucking.
I don't know. Let's look up
in your big age. What is that? What do you even mean by saying you're a nerd? Okay, you like to read books. Does that make you a nerd? You're smart.
Okay, nerd. A person who is extremely enthusiastic and knowledgeable about a particular subject, especially one of a specialist or niche interest.
So that technically is anybody. Anybody
could be a nerd.
I'm a fucking nerd.
Right.
Okay.
Because if we want to talk about Harry Potter, I can talk about that shit for 24 hours straight.
There are things that I just
that I love.
I just love. And it has nothing to do with, I don't find it corny. I don't find it dorky.
It's just what I like.
You're just a cornball. And you don't have to explain to us why you're with a white woman. And you don't have to explain
That's how I know they be feeling guilty about it low key.
You feel exactly. That you feel guilty about it.
That guilt be sitting in the bottom of their
stomach. We're not out here like, oh wow, Jaleel
Urkel. I don't even know Urkel.
Steve Urkel married a white woman.
Was married.
He just got married. Like,
oh, okay.
This is where that's coming from. Black women don't care if you date, if you want to be with a white woman. Like, we don't, or other.
I know it's like an ongoing thing on social media, but
we really don't. Like, in real life, in the reality, like, black women aren't walking around like, we're so mad that you are dating a white woman. No.
We're not going around shooting niggas when we see them with their white girlfriends.
Like nobody it's not that deep. The only issue I ever have is like you trying to like
make it a thing
and like disrespect black women. Oh, black women did it, and then black women. Why are you on our ass?
Because we wasn't bothering you.
Stay over there. Yeah. We're not asking you anything.
We're not.
We really don't.
Be with whoever you want. It's okay. I promise. It's
love is love.
You know.
You know.
Well.
Now, have you ever dated a black woman? It's always my question. That's my follow-up question. Okay, so have you ever dated a black woman?
So that's the thing. If I meet, I don't know any black people personally that don't date black people.
Me either.
But if I were to, you really?
I have a family member that does not. Okay. Has never had a black girlfriend before.
What are their? What, they like white women or something?
Yeah.
This is a Jamaican, right?
Yes, this is a Jamaican.
Okay, that's a little different. Because when you need that.
No.
Oh, no?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Born, raised
he
here. He just likes white women.
Look at me about to throw him.
Are you trying to find it?
I was trying to throw him in the immigrant bag. I was
no, it's not one of those situations.
Like, you don't got to do what you got to do. I'm like 90 Day Fiance.
I think there's sort of an intimidation like factor sometimes with this like certain type of black men that's never dated black women. Like, what are you afraid of?
They should definitely be afraid of me.
They don't know how to talk to black girls.
But what do you mean? What are we?
Aliens? Apparently.
Like
because apparently,
hello, how are you?
Simple conversation.
My name
not hard.
Is. What happened to that?
It's just the idea. It's this idea they have in their head of
that black women are aggressive.
Yeah, and that we're just like, or we would like them as
laugh at you or something.
Yeah, we wouldn't like you as a certain type of guy. Like we wouldn't like that guy. But like
everybody has
a type. That's what I'm saying. I'm like it. And it's not a race thing.
And it's not. It's well, my type is definitely black.
No, my type is definitely black. I don't know. I've never dabbled in the vanilla pond.
Yeah.
That is not.
And that's
not to say that.
No shade to anybody that does. But that's just what I like. I do side eye black people, I'm not gonna say black men, because even black women that have never dated.
If you've never dated a person
of your own race, I do side eye.
I'm kind of concerned about like what's all going. What's all because if you grew up in a black house, you grew up around black people.
Yes.
I don't know how it is that you've never
actively
avoided dating black people.
Like that.
It's like you intentionally just don't do it.
Yeah.
And so, and it's the same thing. The colorism thing. I'm gonna just say what it is.
Do you know? For your entertainment, it was like these two brothers from Toronto, two light-skinned brothers from Toronto. And they have like a YouTube channel, and they do like a podcast, and they do like skits and stuff.
I feel like I've heard.
You probably seen it before.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
I'll never forget. They used to have this podcast back in the day. It was like 3-4 years. I know, back in my day. Like 3 or 4 years ago, they had this podcast, and there was an episode where colorism did come up, and they're two light-skinned black men, and they said that they've only dated light-skinned women, And when one of their guests asked them why, they were just like, well, that's just our preference. And I think that's interesting, but what also really grinds my gears about that, no pun intended, is that I don't think people know what preference
No, they don't. They don't. They just love to say it when they know what they're saying is some fucking bullshit. Yeah. That is not a preference.
That's not a preference. Here's what a preference really is. I like Moe's and I like Chipotle.
Okay. Right.
But I prefer Chipotle.
Right. That's
but I'll eat both.
You see what I'm saying?
Quickly, with no
and that's
question.
What I'm saying. If you are a man and you see an attractive dark-skinned woman, you are going to be attracted to her, right?
If you find her attractive,
if you find her attractive, she's still attractive, no matter
the skin
tone. So
don't
tell me facial features. No, you're not.
Or skin tone.
It doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make sense. It's not a preference.
Yeah,
you sound stupid.
Because bitch. Have you seen Ryan Gosling?
Okay, fine.
He's a fine ass.
There are. Okay.
So it's
what's the man from Saltburn? The both of them, honestly.
Jacob Elordi
and the other nigga. I'm into them both.
Jacob Elordi could split me open.
Like, I'm into the both. And the guy from Sons of Anarchy, the main.
I don't watch.
I came up here, but he's so fucking fine. He's in other movies. I just can't think of anything right now. And I can't remember his name.
So many
fine white men that I would.
It's not just about looks.
It's not about looks.
So when they try to make it seem like it's about looks, it has nothing to do with looks.
You're gonna tell me there are men that I dated that are not quote unquote conventionally attractive. Yes. I don't even and I don't really have a type per se. I am a personality person.
I have a personality type for sure.
I have a personality type. Like, I'm more attracted to someone's personality than I don't really. The looks care. Are important. It's important, like initial, but then somebody can become cute to me because I like their personality.
Yes, but I think at the very least, I have to find you attractive.
Yeah, a little bit.
At the very least, I got to find you attractive.
There has to be something about you
that makes me whether it be when you come up,
whether it be like the way you carry yourself, whether it be whatever.
It could be anything.
It could be anything.
And I'm like, okay, like I'll
I'll entertain you.
Right. And then you never know; it could go somewhere.
Exactly. So I don't want to hear the preference. I don't want to hear that bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's stupid.
Racism is really embedded in y'all. Y'all need to stop.
Racism, colorism, all
all of that.
Sexism.
Oh Lord, let's not even get into those things.
Okay, so I want to ask you, what's a movie you saw recently that really wowed you?
Challengers.
Okay, you saw Challengers. Zendaya. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh girl,
it looked like mess though. So
it's so messy.
I know.
Zendaya.
Can I just say that's kind of like my.
I don't know what you're doing.
It's kind of like my. That's kind of like a kink of mine.
The 2-man thing.
The 2-man.
But what's really crazy? But
they gotta fuck each other.
I'm telling you, you got to watch this movie.
They gotta fuck him, yeah.
Because she. I want Zendaya.
And then I want to fuck y'all. Yeah.
When I tell you that movie is so good,
yeah,
I am not even. No kidding. She acted her ass off. The guys acted their ass off. Everybody. That movie, 10 out of 10.
I believe it. I do believe it. Not just because it's Zendaya.
No.
But I've heard nothing but good reviews.
It's one of the better movies I've recently saw. Like I also started watching Them season 2.
Okay, I think I want to watch that too.
It's good. Luke James.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've never really seen him act before, but I know he's acted in other
He was in the New Edition movie.
Oh yes,
and he did really well as Johnny Go.
Yes. He was.
Them he did very
I didn't want to watch the first season because Lena Waithe was in charge of that season. Also,
I didn't watch it either. I didn't watch it.
I was boycotting, and I still am boycotting Lena Waithe.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I don't plan on it.
But I've heard that this season is exponentially better than the last one.
Amazing.
So, and I feel like that has something to do with Lena's absence. So, there's that.
Oh, Lena girl, you have done things.
Yeah. A movie I saw that I really loved, and technically I'm not supposed to see it because it's not available in the US yet. Bitch. But a movie that I pirated recently that was really good is Godzilla -1.
Okay.
You've heard of Godzilla -1?
I've heard of it.
They just got, what was it, an Oscar?
I've heard of it.
And it's really been praised for its special effects, which is very interesting to me because the special effects are terrible. But god damn, the acting, the story, the score.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know about you, but I am a huge Godzilla stan.
Okay, no, I don't be watching.
You remember that Godzilla movie from like 2003, 2004, and it was based in New York?
Yeah.
I had that shit on tape, and I used to run that shit through the ringer. Okay, and I am obsessed with Godzilla, so I'm like, I have to see this movie. So I just did what I had to do, and I pirated it, and it is.
Yeah, I don't. That's not my type of,
Yeah, it's very much like sci-fi.
I live for more of the mess and the drama things.
Yeah,
I like a good thriller.
Yes, a good psychological thriller. Yeah, yes,
that's definitely my lane. So that's more my. I'm not really into. I mean, what have I watched that was like sci-fi that I was like, oh, this is good? Dune, probably. I recently watched Dune.
Okay, yeah,
I watched the first one. It was actually really good.
Really enjoyed it.
I'm not. It's fucking long.
It started off slow.
It's slow.
But once it picks up,
yes, it's good. I was into it. I was engaged. And I would never have picked. I was with someone and we watched it. I was like, okay,
yeah,
this is actually kind of good. I thought I was gonna go to sleep, but I'm into it.
I actually did. I just thought about it. I did because I had to watch it again. But when it finally picked up,
yeah,
I was like, okay,
it's definitely good. I enjoy it, dude. But yeah, I don't really like sci-fi so much.
I think I'm starting to really get into it.
I think, I was gonna say, I think now that as I'm getting older, I'm getting more interested in watching. Like, I'll more be like, okay, I'm gonna check this out. But I was never, a girl watched Star Wars like as an adult. You've never seen it? Okay, see, that's a good movie.
I've never seen Lord of the Rings either.
No, I've never seen that shit. No.
Yeah, that's a little too. No shade, but you're definitely a nerd if you watch. Like,
listen. And I have an aunt, and that is her thing.
Yeah,
okay, Lord of the Rings she is one of those. No,
I'm not watching.
It's long. I don't want to see the little thing.
It doesn't give. Do they have sex on Lord of the Rings?
I don't know.
I might engage if there's sex. There has to be an incentive.
Challengers had a lot of sex.
And it has to be good sex. I'm not really a fan of Caucasian fornication. Me either. Like, so when I see a movie and the white people start having sex, I typically try to fast forward if I can.
I actually normally fast forward sex scenes.
Oh, all sex scenes?
Not all sex. Not now.
Okay.
I used to be like, oh, I don't want to see people having sex. Yeah.
Oh, so you don't watch porn? You don't watch porn?
Not really.
Do you?
I used to when I was younger, but not like now. No.
When you were young, when you were fucking 10?
No, it's 10 or so. I was like a teenager.
Oh, because I was watching porn when I was 9.
I feel like everybody was probably watching porn when they were like 10 years old. I mean, if you had a Cinemax and, After Dark, you were BET Uncut, you was watching porn.
And if you had a big back computer, your first introduction. Introduction. Can you tell I'm in drought? Okay, my first introduction to the internet was porn. I feel like that's for a lot of 90s kids.
No, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And then once,
porn used to be on TV, so like really, if you had cable, if you had cable, you could get into it. You could get into watch porn. It. Easily get access.
Oh,
to
and don't get me started on BET Uncut.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, there were ways. And then after that, once my mom found out, then why does
everybody have a story of getting caught watching porn?
Man, the whooping I got.
And it's so funny to me. My first time having sex was inside of my house, and my parents found out, and I was like on lockdown for the entire summer before I went to college.
Really?
Yes, I was like,
that was dramatic.
I recently had a conversation with my mom, probably like I don't know, a couple years ago, and I was like, you guys did the most.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I was like, y'all was fucking at 17. Stop acting like that.
Yeah,
you had me when you was 20, so I know.
But they say, do as I say, not as I do.
I don't care.
Yeah, I didn't care.
You're a teenager. Like, what are you supposed to like?
No, for real.
Stop. It's dramatic.
Yeah.
It was so dramatic. I was like, that's really fucking dramatic.
It is. But you know what? That's the sacrifice you have to take as a firstborn. You have to get the worst of it so that your siblings can get the best of it. Would you ever peg a man?
No.
That's my dream.
I'm not interested in doing that.
It's just something
I'm not interested in going near any man's asshole.
Really?
Nope. Grosses me out.
But you've touched the balls before, right?
Yeah, but I don't go below the balls.
But the balls is damn near by the gooch, and the gooch is the asshole, basically. Wow. But there's no way to really avoid it if you're doing it right.
That's fine. Like let me just live in delusion and think that I'm never going
yeah, okay. So for me, it's like seeing a man in a vulnerable position, and this might be my daddy issues talking, but seeing a man in a vulnerable position just really does something for me. Like I want to see you moaning. I want to hear you moaning.
I want to hear you moaning, but I'm not doing that.
I'd love to see you cry if it makes you feel that good. Like,
whoa, I'd love to see you. I'd love to see a tear come down your eye.
Literally. Oh my God, that would be my dream. Okay, well, you're not really into sci-fi, so I was gonna ask because I thought about it the other day when I was watching Godzilla -1.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think would win in a battle, Godzilla or Spider-Man?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Godzilla. No?
I was really thinking about it. Spider-Man, he has the agility. He can literally fly circles around him.
That's true.
But then Godzilla he's big and he has like the shit coming out of his mouth, like the fire or whatever it is. And he can swim.
He can fast. That's actually nuts.
He can swim so fast. So I'm like, I don't know.
Y'all lose me with this fucking sci-fi shit sometimes because I really don't.
But you know what? You're right. It probably would be Godzilla.
I feel like it would be Godzilla
because all Spider-Man really has is his web.
That's it. Did you see Spider-Verse? The one that came out? Oh my God, I love that shit. I love that movie.
I do too.
I don't even like animation.
It almost gave me a seizure with all the fucking lights, but it was really good.
I don't even really like animated films, but like
that was good.
I really enjoy it. I actually try to get every child to watch it every chance I get. That and Encanto.
Wait, so Encanto's good.
I love Encanto.
But I'm surprised you don't like animated. What about like the Pixar films? Like Up?
Never watched Up, actually.
What?
Heard a lot about it, never seen it.
Why don't you like animation?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to watch cartoons.
It's not a cartoon.
But the thing, what's crazy is I like fucking Family Guy and shit, and Boondocks, and Rick and Morty. I like adult. Like comedy, I like adult cartoons. I don't like kid cartoons.
Excuse me?
No, like I really want to get into. Oh my God, what's the show with the gems? There's that
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
What show was that?
And they're like stones. Okay, I listen to The Read a lot. I've been listening to The Read with Crystal and Kid View since the inception of that podcast. And they watch this show. It's like a cartoon. And they talk about it all the time. And they're like, oh my God. Steven Universe.
Oh, okay. I've never seen that. But yeah.
But I mean, everybody says it's really good. It's more, I think it's a little more adult-ish.
Yeah.
And then they like Bluey, this new Bluey.
Bluey is everybody for kids, though.
I know, but everybody loves it. Like adults are into Bluey. My brother was watching that shit the other day.
With the baby?
No. I literally walked in the house. He was, obviously fell asleep, but Bluey was on the TV and I was like, I think I'm watching Bluey. Random.
I don't know about that.
No, adults definitely watch Bluey.
No, I know, but I don't know if I could. That's like watching Blue's Clues or something.
But people love it. I think people really, you know what I think it is? The world is so fucked up.
It is.
And I think people just want a little bit of like
joy.
And I think kid stuff, like cartoons and like nostalgia, that type of stuff makes you feel a little better.
You know what I want to talk about before we go?
Okay.
I want to talk about the teacher from PG County that just got fired.
Because
he had his female students doing his hair. This was a middle school, right?
I think it was like middle school. Or
it was a middle school.
Either middle school or like freshman high schoolers.
Yeah, they were minors though. They're very young. And so for people that don't know, there is a teacher in PG County, which is in Maryland, and he was taking like a lot of TikTok videos of him like being a teacher, basically. Yeah. I guess he was trying to be like a teacher influencer kind of thing. And he had his female students on camera in one video taking down his braids.
Taking his braids down. Talking about he had time to take it down.
He didn't have time to take it down. So he had his female students taking down his hair for him for free. And so it was this huge uproar on social media, of course, because people are saying, you know, it's inappropriate. Some people said it was sexual. Some people said it was inappropriate.
Some people said it was not that bad.
Some people said it's not even that serious. They just have a great relationship with their teacher. And all those things could very well be true. But one thing that is true is that it was inappropriate.
It's absolutely inappropriate.
And that is why, he got in trouble.
It's inappropriate for it to be happening, and it's inappropriate for you to
film
post
it
on
and
social media.
Post it.
And this is, somebody said, and I agree, there are certain professions, leave social media out of it.
Yeah,
teaching, one of those. Any healthcare shit, nurse, doctor, let's leave it.
Unless you are Dr. Miami, then you have all the rights to make as many TikToks as you want.
I mean, to be fair,
Dr. Miami's TikToks are good.
Hilarious. The BBL jersey.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh.
But when he makes jokes about like his patients and their significant others, like, it's so funny.
They're funny.
It's funny.
But like,
and it's also just him.
It's all, I was just gonna say, he does not
and
ever.
He
never
the
usually
patients,
has his patients
ever
on camera. Like, it's just some things you just don't like. If you're a doctor and you're talking about your life as a doctor, like you're, the
day in the life of a surgeon,
those type of things.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. But let's leave the patients
and let's
leave
the kids, the minors
and let's
out.
leave the kids out of it. I think it's a little weird.
It's very weird. Not even a little. It's very weird.
Why are you doing that? And then like
people try to rationalize it by saying that he had permission from the parents.
Bullshit.
And I'm sure he might have. But
I don't think so.
Apparently I don't think so either. But
I literally do.
I try to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Time to Did you send a consent form over for the parents to sign off on the kids?
When did you have the fucking
time to do that?
When they was taking down his braids.
Like, don't lie and say that. That's not true.
It's probably not true.
It's not true.
And then on top of that, they showed the basically code of conduct for PG County School District, and it said that teachers are not allowed to post their students. The school sends out permission.
Right, when
slips,
they're doing,
when they post stuff on their social media, on their website, saying, we're going to post your kid. But the teachers themselves cannot be doing that. And even if they do have permission, if it's inappropriate, they can't post it. That was very inappropriate.
And then he put out like a video app. Did you see that fucking?
He tried to put out like it wasn't even an apology.
It was like reading what his students wrote or whatever with the fake tears. Because you.
So he went on like TikTok Live.
Those tears were not real.
Basically trying to explain that what he did was not wrong. Then he went in to say that, look, my students love me. They just texted me. They just texted
why
you.
The fuck are your students texting you? And you are no longer employed at that.
Oh yeah, and you're no longer employed. So you really
don't need to inappropriate. Now you've gotten more inappropriate.
Yeah. It was just really bad all around. And then in the end, we all ended up finding out that this was all intentional. He's been wanting to be famous.
Yep.
He's been wanting to be an influencer. He wants everybody to know his name. Well, everybody knows your name.
Why are you people so obsessed
with attention?
Like, it's so freaking weird. Like, why? What's the obsession? Like, what are you
talking about? I deserve to be on Abbott Elementary.
No, the fuck you
to
don't.
Do what?
To do what? You can't
to go be inappropriate with the fucking kids on Abbott Elementary.
On the set? We just watch Quiet on the Set. We don't need another. We don't really need another.
That.
I'm already.
Also, Quinta would never.
Quinta would absolutely never.
So that's just.
She literally.
So go ahead
never.
and head to the unemployment office because there's no Abbott Elementary for you. Your future is not in TV.
And now you can't teach nowhere.
So and it's not in the classroom either. Yeah. So
how crazy that you lost your job
over a
in
fucking
this economy
TikTok.
Over TikTok?
And you know how hard it is to find a job right now? If you have a job, keep that shit because it's so hard to find a job.
It's difficult. These people are like, people don't want to work, and you're like, but where is the job? Where are the jobs?
Where are the jobs? People are applying.
People are applying. They're just not getting jobs. They're not hiring nobody. Nope, they were a gift.
All right. Well, do you have any parting words?
I'd like to say that Vlad TV
is going to
could
hell.
Truly go to hell.
Vlad, you're going to hell.
You're going to hell.
You are going to hell, and I'm gonna make sure of it.
Like,
I'm gonna make sure
the last thing I do on this earth.
If I gotta escort you down there myself,
it's actually see to it that you are in the pits because you're a terrible human being.
Terrible human being.
And why are you in our business all the time? I would like
vulture,
you to
a leech,
get out of it.
Just a vile.
And what you did to that young lady.
So was that really Rodney Jerkins' niece?
Yes. And then allegedly trying to make calls and clean it up after you did some dumb shit. Look at you. Just nasty. Ugh. And all of you niggas is just complicit, and I'm sick of it.
Very
sick
complicit, very nasty, very old,
niggas.
very crusty,
And
very dusty.
Freaky ass niggas do need to
stay their ass inside. And that's where we're gonna end this. Freaky ass niggas need to stay inside. I don't want to see y'all out bitch. Here. If I catch you outside, if I catch you
swinging over you,
I'm running you over. All right, and that concludes this episode of Let's Switch Gears. I will see y'all in 2 weeks. Remember, new episodes every other Wednesday. And Ken, did you enjoy yourself?
I did. I had a great time.
I did too.
Let's do this again.
We should definitely do this again.